Hello there, thanks a lot for coming by PosterCentral.com's video blog today. I'm Pete Howard, and this of course is Richard Penniman. Oh, I know, better known as Little Richard, one of the true founders of rock and roll. And this is a lovely 1957 concert advertising window card from deep in the Midwest, in fact almost the dead center of the country, Topeka, Kansas, and the Meadow Acres Ballroom, which was a common stop for black acts in the 1950s. So I've got this really fun, colorful design there, although granted with time the yellow and red have faded somewhat, but you still really get the gist of the design, and it really looks sweet. And the poster was very obviously a tour blank used for a lot more than just one city. That's of course given away by the white venue box up in the top. And speaking of said white venue box, let's move in for a look on this one. Starts off with dance and show, certainly the most common descriptor of these events in the day. And then you've got Wednesday, July 24th, get in closer, 9 to 1. And what's nice about this week in 57 is that this very week, Little Richard's second top 10 pop hit, Jenny Jenny, was still in Billboard magazine's national top 20. His first pop hit had been Long Tall Sally. And then the aforementioned Meadow Acres Ballroom, well-traveled venue, you've seen in my blogs before. Topeka, Kansas, the state capital, about an hour west of Kansas City. Admission, $1.75. No ticket locations to buy them are given though, and that's a little unusual because there's plenty of room there. Now this being a tour blank, that means they made it for other cities, supposedly, but almost certainly. And I've never seen one though from another city, so please, if you know of one and can get me a picture or an image, I would love to see that. So then you've got this, marvelous color design right there in the middle, which would be on all the posters, with Little Richard's standard publicity photo of the day, cut down to floating head style. And off to the right, in person. And by the way, if you're wondering why this particular sample is so clean and all that stuff, it was restored by an expert poster and paper restoration person. These things are usually found with stains and tears and creases and thumbtack holes and everything else. So that's why, and it was done, that resto was done under the supervision of legendary concert poster collector Hank Thompson of Raleigh, North Carolina, an old friend. Then you've got 4 key song titles. You know how I key on those. The A and B sides of his second and third hits. Right before this poster's design, Tutti Frutti had been his first hit, but it's not on the poster. His second hit was Long Tall Sally, back with Slippin' and Slidin', and those two are on the right-hand side in reverse order. And then the third and most recent hit is on the left-hand side, Rip It Up, backed with Ready Teddy. Too recent for this poster's design, but still predating the concert, well, all you have is Lucille, Send Me Some Lovin', and the aforementioned Jenny Jenny, all top 5 rhythm and blues hits. And then, a little hard to see though, the business down on the white margin there at the bottom, exclusive management, Herald Attractions, Inc., and then it's funny, they clearly ran out of room, the typesetter, because it says 8506 Sunset Boulevard, gives the suite number, but no Hollywood, California, which is a lot more important than a suite number when you're in Kansas. And same with the phone. There's no area code, just the phone number. And then even Majestic Poster Press with a comma after it and nothing else. So they just didn't get any credit complete on this. Majestic was in Los Angeles. So boy, Little Richard from 1957, how killer. Well, I've got a fun kicker to this video. Let's take a look at another Little Richard tour blank from just 1 month before this. Yep, I've blogged this poster before, but from a different venue that I'm holding right here. June of 1957, this one from Portland, Oregon. So just choose your favorite between the two. This red one has 6 song titles, not just 4, and you can go see that blog for details. But, one thing that's still left out, darn it, what if you won a Little Richard tour blank with his first hit, Tutti Frutti? Here's what you do. That's right, a 1955 tour blank when Little Richard was brand new to Specialty Records. Wow, noticed an unused tour blank here as well, a photograph of one. America's newest sensation with a picture of him. How nice is that? Original Tutti Frutti Man. Boy, that's the fall of 1955 for you right there. It's funny, by using the term original, they make it sound like it's years later, but it definitely isn't. Specialty recording artist, wow. And then you've got 4 songs at the bottom of this early tour blank. Tutti Frutti, of course. Ain't That Good News, and Fool at the Wheel. Well, you know, that was a non-charting A and B side from 1953, released under the name of, get this, Deuces of Rhythm and Tempo Toppers, lead Little Richard, on Peacock Records. Oh, this thing is early. Wow. And then, wait a minute, what's that last song title? It just says Lone, L-O-N-E. Talk about an orphan hanging out there. Well, as best I could determine, that was short for Tutti Frutti's B-side, I'm Just a Lonely Guy. How crazy is that? Crazy enough for Little Richard. That's how crazy. Oh man, Little Richard from 1957 and 55, right? Thanks a lot for stopping by, and have a good day.